guys, today I am teaching you guys how to lace your Yeezy Zebras, but not just any way, a different way, this way. So I actually did this my own way. I just put random combinations. So yeah, if you guys want to learn how to do this, stay tuned for the end of the video. But yeah, my own combination, I'm gonna call it Kaws Claws. If you know the brand Kaws, search it up, Kaws. But yeah, Kaws Claws. And yeah, let's get into the video. Start off, what we want to do with our Yeezy is we want to get the lace. So what we're going to do here is, as you can see, there are two holes, okay? Here and here, the first two holes. Right there and right there. It's hard to see. There's a hole right here and here, the first two holes. So what we want to do is we're going to get our lace, just like this. Get both ends. Put one end underneath the first hole, just like that. You can just kind of leave it there for now. Get the other end of the lace, stick it in that second hole right there too. And now here's the key. What you want to do is make sure, pull through both, and make sure that both of the ends are even. I don't know if you can see it, but both ends are even. And yeah, so look. Both ends are completely even. So what we want to do now, so look, both holes right there. There's still more holes on the side here. So make sure you get to those first, those two holes. Okay, so the second step is, what we want to do is we just want to go under here. Wait, no. We want to go, Okay, so sorry, I forgot for a second there. What we want to do next is get the end of the lace again and stick it through this hole. I'll show you in a second. This hole right here, the next hole next to the letters. Okay, so stick it through there. Then what we want to do, okay, so let's do that to both sides real quick before I move on. And make sure to pull them end all the way through. So now what we want to do is we want to get the next part of the lace right here. Make sure you guys can see that a little better. We want to get this next part of the lace right here and stick it under the shoe again and push through the end here. Right there. So just basically, hold on, I'll show you in a second. Okay, look. So this is what we have so far. So what we did right now is we started from here, both ends laced evenly, wrapped through here, then the lace went from here, we tucked underneath the shoe, and then we went back over here. So remember, here, it's the lace is right here, push underneath the shoe. The next part's pretty easy. We have one more hole right here. And so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna get it, stick it right in that hole, push down the lace a little bit, grab the lace, and just tighten it. And boom. That's it. That's how you make the eyes of the Yeezys, is what I like to call them, the X part. So just hold on there. You can kind of like make it a little more loose by just kind of spreading your Yeezy out. Alright, so this is what we have so far. So as you can see, the other shoe, that we have the eyes so far. Okay? So now, the more tricky part's coming up. So what we want to do, this part is probably the harder part, so you have to really pay attention for this part. I'll try as best as I can to explain. So we want to get the end of the lace, right? So as you can see, the laces are both coming out right here after we just came in from out of the shoe, right there. What we want to do now is get the lace, at the very end, stick it through the first hole, coming up here. Just boom, pull it through again. Like I said, get the shoelace right here. Look, I'll show you again. Get this part. Look at the first hole right here. That hole right there. Stick it in. And pull out underneath, just like that. And yeah, so there we go. That part is done. Now what we want to do is we want to get the second hole, the one right across from it, and stick it in there. And then you want to make sure that this part right here, the lace coming inside, look. See the lace coming out from here? Want to make sure that this right here, this loop, lays on top of this part. On top of this, okay? So not underneath here, on top. Just lay it on top. So when you're pulling it, it's going to go underneath naturally. You're going to have to force it to go up, just like this. And pull. And just keep pulling until you feel like it's tight enough. And then we're going to do the same thing for here. Just get the little hole right there, the second hole. And pull. And pull again, make sure it goes on top, remember? Yeah. So that's what we have so far, this part right here. Looking pretty easy so far, right? All right, now for the next part. Get the end of the lace. It should be a little shorter now. We're just going to keep repeating the same process by, but this time, instead of going to the first hole like we did before, we're going to go to the very end hole right here. So stick through the end, pull through, and make sure this one goes underneath because it's on the lower part. And then once you got that one through there, we're going to get this last hole right here and push and pull. And there you go. The first side of this is done. And like I said, what you want to do, I'm going to do this again on this side of the shoe. Go to the farthest one, this one, right underneath the letters for that part. And then what you're going to do, stick it, pull through. Like I said, make sure that it is lower than this part, the first part that we did. So, yep. And then one more hole left to go. So we're just going to kind of go right over it and make sure it goes under, and boom, just like that. I like to straighten out this part right here because it kind of bends, but there you go. So this is the final product right here. So these are kind of like the claws coming out, and this is the Kaws part. So I'll show you guys a picture of the Kaws figure. This is the Kaws figure right here. It is a brand, and this brand makes figures that are very expensive. But look at the eyes. This is where I got my Yeezy inspiration from. And so yeah, that's how you do it. So if you guys like this method, like, subscribe, turn on notifications. I'll see you guys on the next video. And with all that being said, I'm out. Peace.